Good morning, everybody. It's Tracy, and this morning I have quite a few projects to share with you. I have been pretty busy the last few days, and I have another busy day planned today, so I figured I would do this video and put this stuff away before I got too busy. Okay, so what to share first? Well, first of all, let me show you this little sign that I made. I'm going to turn you over. So, I know I didn't even do that right, but this is the sign that I made. See if I can. You see it up there? It says, "Keep calm and craft on." And I'm going to get it. Okay. So this is it. And I saw this phrase on Pinterest, and I pinned it on Pinterest, and I just really like the quote. Let me turn this light on. And so I thought, oh, that would be really cute to put on a little sign. And I didn't want to make it too big because I don't have a whole lot of wall space, but I just wanted a little something. And so what I did is I made this from a coaster. And I covered it with some Lost and Found My Mind's Eye paper. I think that was My Mind's Eye. Yeah, it was My Mind's Eye. I'm not sure if it was Lost and Found. And I distressed it with some Tim Holtz ink, and I don't remember what color. One of the pinks. Then I used a spellbinder to cut the middle, and I distressed that. Well, first of all, I should say that I printed this off, and then I cut it with a spellbinder, distressed it, and then I sprayed it with some Pearl Glimmer Mist. In the back, I just put some lace. Okay, and then I just used flowers. I have I Am Roses. Nope, I don't know why I always want to say I Am Roses. Wild Orchid Crafts. These are all Wild Orchid Crafts, except for the cherry blossoms. These are I Am Roses. And I just sprayed them with Glimmer Mist. This is a Prima leaf. The little white leaves are Prima. And that's it. This is really, really simple. And I think I said that this was made from a coaster, yeah, and I just covered the back and put some eyelets in there. Okay, so that's my first little project that I did. And then I did some scrapbooking. I wanted to do some layouts. I've been just feeling like doing layouts. And what I did is I got these holders here. If I can go back, I'm going to move this camera back. You see that holder? This is a 12 by 12 layout holder, and it just turns. I'm sure a lot of you have seen this. I got it from Walmart, no, from Michael's a few weeks ago when it was 40% off plus another 20. So I got that one, and I got an 8 by 8 one, which I think is so cool, because you know how your layouts often just end up in scrapbooks, which is fine, but it's nice to be able to display them too. So let me see if I can show you this layout that I made. Okay, it's kind of, hope you can see it. It's not glaring too much. And basically, it's just a layout using Bo Bunny's, oh my goodness, now I can't even remember what it's called. But it's by Bo Bunny. Nope, I can remember, I can see. It's Sweet Tooth by Bo Bunny. And I just scrapbooked a couple of pictures of my youngest daughter, and she was baking her first cake. And this was her very first cake that she ever baked all by herself. And so that is that. This was a really simple, a very simple layout. I just basically used the paper, the cutouts from the paper. These little hearts are Brad's there, and up there. These little cupcakes came from a DCWV box from the Sweet, I think it's called Sweet Tooth collection, box of chipboard embellishments. That's where they came from. And then I used some thickers. Right here it says first cake. Okay, and then right here I just used my Tim Holtz on the edge die to make this little tab to make it look like a recipe card, and that's where I did my journaling. And this here is a strip from the collection, and this came from the collection too. And then here I just matted the photos, and I matted another piece of the paper that has the recipe cards on it. Okay, so that's all I did there. Let me show you the 8x8 one. This one will be easier to show. Okay, so this one is of my hubby. Let me try to fix this, you guys. I'm sorry. The camera's going to be all over the place. And so I used the Miss Caroline papers, and I used a variety of papers from the Miss Caroline collection. Did you know there's collections within the collection for Miss Caroline? And so all I did was just mat some paper strips, distressed them, distressed and matted his picture. I used some big jumbo antique looking Brads there, some baker's twine, and this little piece is from the collection. And that was that. Super simple. Okay. So I was really happy that I got those little stands started, because they had been sitting there for like weeks with nothing in them. Okay, so what is next? What did I want to show you next? I think it was just the cards. Okay, so over the last month, due to my anniversary, my birthday, I have been buying tons of new stamps. So finally I got a chance to actually make a few cards. First of all, let me show you some of the stamps that I got. Some of them are really new. I've never had them before. So, have you heard of Crafting Kimmy? So I got those stamps by Crafting Kimmy. I just recently found out about Crafting Kimmy, so I got a few. And here are some others that I got by her. Okay, and then that's the last one. Then I discovered Stamping Bella, and I got a few Stamping Bella stamps. Now this one here is a Stamping Bella stamp, but it is designed by Mo Manning, who I love. I have quite a few of her digital images, but I never had an actual stamp by her. And I also got some Swak stamps. Okay, so those are the stamps that I got. So let me show you what I actually made from them. Let's see if I can scoot up a little bit. Okay, so now the first one I'm going to show you is this one. And so this is a Crafting Kimmy stamp. Can't tell you exactly the name of her, but you can look it up. And for this one I used the Glitz Vintage Blue paper stack. And basically I just layered some paper there. Just put some flowers. and the sentiment that came with it. Okay. And so the thing about my coloring is that it is so hit and miss. Some days it is right on point. And then other days it is like, oh my goodness, what is that? But that's alright, I figure. That's the whole charm of the handmade items, right? Sometimes they're just not always the same. Okay. And let me show you this card. This card was totally inspired by Amy Ramsey at Prairie Paper and Ink. I just copied her card that she made for her Mother's Day series. And I used a, oh goodness, Tiddly Ink stamp. This is a digital image here. And then what I did is I just used some Sharpies and big markers for the background, scribbled that, and then I had some stamps by KI Memories that I got on clearance quite a while ago at Joann's, and I just stamped those there, and I have the little girl, the little painter girl there, and that's empty on the inside too. Okay, so next what I did is this one, and I used the Uptown Girls by Stamping Bella stamp. Okay, along with, what paper did I use? Oh, this one, Bo Bunny's Vicky B. No, that's the wrong one. I think, sorry, I used Garden Girl by Bo Bunny for this card. And so yeah, just layered the papers. I put 3 little brads there. Used this stamp set by Amy R, and it's called Be Happy Sentiments, to put the smile, and then I just punched it out with a circle punch. Use lots of stickles on their little boa that they're sharing. And then this is the inside, and this sentiment comes from the stamp set too. It says, happiness is having a friend like you. Okay, so that's that one. And so the next one I did is another Craftin' Kimmy stamp, and for this one I used Echo Park's Yours Truly paper. Okay, and I just colored her up and used another little bow, layered the papers, and then these are all Recollections flowers that I just stickled. Super simple card. And then that's the inside. Okay. And the next card is a Stamping Bella Uptown Girls stamp that I used. And what I did is I paper pieced the middle of the coffee cup. Then I colored the handle, and I colored the girls, and I used like a new color combination for her skin because I really wanted her to look pale. I think she looks pretty pale without looking like she's not real, I think. So you guys can let me know what you think if you want to. Okay, so I just used some old Prima flowers and brads here, and a spellbinder to cut the sentiment out, and just layered. And a lot of these cards, the style is very much inspired by Amy R. I love her style of card making, so a lot of them are in her style of layering. And then that's the inside. Okay. And so the next one is another Crafting Kimmy, and she's dressed like a little dandelion. Can you tell? I love this stamp. She's so cute. And so I just colored her up, and I used stickles for her little dandelion dress. And the sentiment came with it. Once again, lots of layering. Oh, and I forgot to tell you about the paper collections. For this card, I used Indie Bloom by, Basic Gray. Why would you know? I'm trying to tell you, right? Okay. And for this card here, I used Vicky B by Bo Bunny. Okay. And so that is that. And that's the inside. Okay. And so the last card I have to show you, I used the Little Black Dress by Basic Gray for this card. And this one is the Mo Manning stamp made by Crafting Kimmy. And this is it. And I paper pieced her dress and colored her up with the rest. Used some gold stickles for her jewelry and her little party hat. And used a bow and one of those dollar stamps. And that's the inside. So, those are my cards. And really, those are all of the projects that I have to show you today. Yep. So everybody, thanks so much for watching. And have a great day. Bye-bye.